talk smack. We can record it.
Yeah, you're gonna get beat tonight. I can feel it in my bones. I just took 2 pain pills for my bad shoulder. You're going down tonight, lady. You got your good gun, and I got my crappy gun, and you're still gonna go down. What do you think?
I wish you luck. We'll see. The targets will tell here shortly.
Oh, it's going down, I'm telling you. You better go for a 500 tonight, because that's where I'm headed.
I always go for a 500, honey. Always. I don't always get a 500, but I always go for a 500. We need a piece of Velcro, see? We can stick it right here. And then see, it would sit there, and there it'd be.
Oh, Lord, you done pushed a button on the radio.
I know, I like pushing buttons.
Oh, Lord. Now we'll never get the radio back.
There, it's exited.
All right.
There.
We're going to go get something. We're going to go to the bank, get something to eat, go shoot, and this hillbilly's going down tonight. I'll wear her out.
In his dreams.
We'll see.
He dreams about it a lot.
We'll see.
Unless he's shooting the Mark IV, then he does tend to beat me for some reason. I don't know why. But other than that.
Okay. Catch y'all later.
Bye.
1776 indoor pistol range right here in Beckley, West Virginia. That's where we'll be shooting tonight. If you're in the southern West Virginia area and you like a good place to go shoot, check them out.
I told him, I said, man, I have Mexican all week. I'm so good at Mexican.
Sure.
How many?
You ain't gonna shoot that? I'll take 2 of them. 2 of them? How much you gonna shoot?
Change your mind.
Always ask her.
We all say that here.
Don't ask.
Right?
Oh, no, you're fine. You can go in there and put your stuff on the tables and stuff. I can't do that when I did the Glock competitions. I don't do the timed on anything. I don't either. Although I came in 6th place down in Bluefield for one. Candy was, of course, first.
I like to see her up there shoot.
I just hate the fact they took her son down.
Well, Jamie says he has it.
I can't believe they took it down because it was her lane. 500 with 50 shots, 500. I needed to stay. It was perfect. It's called Candy Lane. I don't know why I was going to take it down. Why they didn't give it to her? They got it for her. They put it up for her.
Yeah, he said he was going to bring it back and see if they care if we stuck it back out there, but I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's why you fight.
Brenda brought chocolate covered strawberries. Brenda's awesome. For us to come and shoot here on Friday nights, it's just a social event. You know, Brenda brought chocolate covered strawberries for people, and anybody that wants one, you know, we just sit around and tell lies and shoot a little bit and have a good time. So it's something me and Mrs. Hillbilly have been doing for several years, and we really enjoy it. So if you like to shoot, and find you an indoor range around where you shoot and see if they have competitions. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy it anyway. Welcome back to the channel. Good Saturday morning, everybody. It's a lazy Saturday here. Still cold. That's a little bit of snow we got 2 nights ago, and but it's going to be 60 degrees in a couple days, so gotta love transitional times in West Virginia. Well, when the weather is transitioning, our weather is very volatile. Did y'all hear about the airplane that was flying from Washington D.C. to L.A.? The plane took off. Once it got to cruising altitude, the pilot came on the intercom, said, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to flight 293 from Washington to LA. Weather looks good. We should have a nice, smooth flight all the way. We should arrive on time." Oh my gosh! Then intercom was silent for a long time. And then finally the pilot came back on the intercom. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about that. Flight attendant poured hot coffee in my lap, and boy, you ought to see the front of my pants." And a passenger yelled out, "The front of your pants? You ought to see the back of mine." What would y'all think if we start these videos out with a dad joke or any clean joke? If you've got any good jokes, leave me a comment. Maybe I'll use it in a video. So what are we gonna do today? Mrs. Hillbilly went with Trish and another friend to Pocahontas County to go to a maple syrup festival, and they left me unattended. I'm an unattended adult. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna do today. We like to make jerky in the winter, you know, especially when things kind of slow down a little bit. So we make quite a bit of jerky, and we eat it as fast as we can make it. Dad bought some beef yesterday. Let's see what he got. He bought 4 pounds of ribeye rib roast. No. Eye of round roast, sorry. We just buy cheap cuts of meat. We buy it at a local butcher here in town. They go ahead and slice it into jerky strips. And then we just have to slice it into actual strips. They slice into jerky, you know, thick slices, and then we have to cut it into strips. And got a really, really good recipe. The gentleman I used to work with at Winter Place gave me. Thanks, Leon. I have not changed his recipe at all over all these years. It's a fantastic recipe, makes really good jerky. Works on beef, works on venison, you know, whatever you want to use on. I mean, it's a great recipe. I'll share that with you. Let me know what you think of this recipe. All right, if you hear that noise in the background, that is just my coffee brewing this morning. So, very simple recipe. 1 part Worcestershire sauce. So we're going to do 1 cup of Worcestershire sauce. And I tell you, I really like the Lee & Perrins. We have tried some, last batch we did, well no, next to last batch we did with some Worcestershire sauce that we bought at a dollar store, and it was not good. I mean, not as good as it should have been. Look at that, almost exactly 2 cups of soy. We'll just put that last dab in there and throw this bottle away. All right, we get 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke, and you can overdo the liquid smoke, so resist the urge. I probably should have shook that up. Let's shake that up a little bit. This stuff sets around. I don't know whether it separates or not, but it sets around for months at a time. It hasn't been that long this time, but still. Never hurts to shake it up a little bit. A little bit of Texas Pete or any hot sauce that you like. I can't do a lot of this, so I just put a little bit, and a little bit of garlic powder. That's all there is to it. So there is the marinade for my world famous jerky. Actually, I should say Leon's world famous. It is his. I got the recipe from him. So, okay, so we'll set that to the side, and then we're gonna start cutting our meat strips. So, see, like I say, the butcher's already cut that in, like, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch pieces, and all we do is just cut it into strips. I like to cut them, you know, 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch wide, maybe a little less. So it just dries so much better if you cut it into strips and drop it in the marinade. And I'm gonna do this 5 pounds of meat here and drop it in this marinade, and it is gonna set in that marinade for about 24 hours. And then we'll pull it out tomorrow afternoon and get it on the dehydrator. And within a few hours, we'll start pulling delicious jerky. Now, the last couple times we've done this, we used about 5.5 pounds of beef, and we ended up, I weighed it last time, around 2.25 pounds of jerky. So, yeah, I mean, this meat cost, you know, less than 25 bucks. The ingredients for the marinade, what, just a few bucks. So for, you know, say $35. I don't think it costs near that much. Say $35 in the meat and ingredients. We end up with about 2.25 pounds of jerky. So you compare that to what you pay for jerky in a convenience store. You get what, you know, maybe what is it, a couple ounces for $7 or $8. So yeah, that's 2.25 pounds of jerky. That's like it's like $1 million in convenience store prices, right? something pretty close to that. Maybe I'm off. Maybe my math's off a little, but I'd say it's pretty close to $1 million, right? All right, that's gonna be it for this. I'm gonna get all this meat cut in strips, dropped in the marinade, start drying it tomorrow afternoon. So y'all go get you a cup of coffee, because that's what I'm gonna do. And you enjoy your coffee, I'll enjoy mine, and we'll see you back here later. The meat's all cut into strips. It is in the marinade. I will leave that in there marinade for 24 hours, roughly. Actually, I might do a little bit longer, because that was actually sliced pretty thick. Usually they do a lot better job when you ask them to slice it in jerky meat. They usually do a pretty good job of cutting a little thinner. So that was a little bit thick, and I will, like flip this meat maybe 3 times in 24 hours or so. Just take and turn it over, make sure everything gets in the marinade good. Because if you just leave it like that, when you're putting it on the dryer, you'll find pockets where the marinade did not get. So I just like to flip the meat, a few times, a couple times at least, maybe 3 times, since this was so thick. And what else we're gonna get into today? I don't know. If you watch my other channel, you may wonder, well, why wasn't you using the nice new cutting board that Cameron made you? There's the cutting board that Cameron made us, and be honest with you, it's so pretty, I'm afraid to use it. So, I don't know. I guess we will eventually use it, but it's just too pretty. So Cameron did too good of a job. So yeah, I don't know what else we'll get into. Y'all crooked, ain't you? Oh, there you are. Now you're straight. I need to go for a white walk or hike or whatever today. As if you're new to my channel, thanks for coming over, and you'll notice it's a lot of my older videos are backpacking. Something I got into several years ago. Got too old to run and started backpacking, and then for the last couple years I ain't done nothing. You'll notice there was no spring hike in 2021, but I'm hoping there's going to be a spring hike in 2022. I would really like to go finish the Benton MacKay. I got about, I think, 150 miles of the Benton MacKay to finish, and I will have through hike the Benton MacKay. So I don't know. I've got a lot of work to do. I would want to leave in about a month, last week of March or so. And so I've got a lot of work to do in the next month. I've got to get in a lot better shape, because when I started backpacking, I was running a lot. So I just thought it was super easy to just throw a pack on and walk rather than run. So yeah, well, I'm in terrible shape now. I've gained a bunch of weight back in the last couple years and blah, blah, blah. So I really want to go do a spring hike, and I've got to work on getting some flexibility back in my hips and my back, and I really need to lose some weight, but that's probably not going to happen at this point. I've only got a month or so. So, hopefully I'll get to go. I really miss that. So hopefully I get to go do a spring hike this year. So that's probably gonna be it for today, unless something exciting happens around here. So y'all have a great day.
I guess better wash the hands. You probably should wash yours.
I washed mine yesterday.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Jeez. All right, meat's been marinating for 24 hours. Now we're gonna put it on the dehydrated, ancient dehydrator. It's hard to say how old that dehydrator is, but it still works just perfect.
Oh wow, this is that thicker.
It's way thick, yeah.
Wow.
That's why I
Okay.
cut it in smaller strips.
Did Dad do that on purpose?
No, it's just whoever cut it just didn't really care.
I like how, I don't know, I kind of like the thinner, crispier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, there ain't
these
no thin crispy on this.
can be thick and chewy, huh?
Yep.
That one was perfect to fit in that little hole.
It's like a meat puzzle.
It is. We're good at those.
Mm.
We do good on puzzles.
There's quite a few of them little corners. There's one.
Okay.
Yeah. We just keep doing that till we run out of meat.
Or run out of pans.
Yeah. Well, this time we're gonna run out of meat because this is only 5 pounds instead of 5.5. So should be good.